Gonna wait a few minutes. Good morning, good morning. Today is Monday. It's 10 a.m. Go ahead and get started. Hello, Salon Republic family. My name is Amania. I'm known as Amania Shawn on my Instagram handle, and I'm a guide type Mydentity educator. This is my model, Nadia, and I'm super excited to be teaching you guys my Tease technique, and we're going to be using the brand new LiftMeUp high lift liquid toners to achieve it. And we're going to be lifting through colored hair. So that's what's so amazing about this technique, is that it's time saving. It is everything in one step. You're going to get lift and deposit, so there's no toning required. If you want to tone it, definitely you can go ahead and have that option. But the thing that's amazing about this is that it's all in one step. And we so need our lives to be easier in a salon. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I appreciate when everything is in one step, especially in the age that we're living now, where highlights are shadow roots. You have to do the end color, merge, melt, everything together so it just looks seamless. So when it comes to this, I'm just so excited to introduce something that is done in one step. So, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit about the technique as well as what I'm going to mix. So there's actually 3 different mixing ratios that you can use to have a different amount of lift that you want. So we're going to get started with this first. I'm going to show you guys this. This is the swatch page, which is what's amazing about this swatch page is that it's going to show you exactly the results that you're going to achieve. So for example, if you want to use, let me go ahead and grab the items for you so you can see what I'm talking about. Dun, dun, dun. All right. So the first one I'm going to introduce to you guys is the Rose. Isn't that amazing? So this is a high lift liquid toner that you guys are going to get deposit and lift at the same time, all in one step. That's what's amazing about this. So this is the Rose, and we're going to go ahead and talk about the Rose a little bit. So let's go ahead and zoom in on this. This is the swatch book that shows you what you're going to get on a level 5, what you're going to get on a level 6, so on and so on. So there's no guesswork in this. You know exactly what you're going to get depending on what you put it on. So for example, these are what you're applying this on a level 5 and above. That's what they're made for. So on a level high and a level 5 and above. So starting at a level 5, if you apply it on somebody that has level 5 hair, this is the result that you're going to get. And on a level 9, that's the result that you're going to get. All in one step, you guys. All right, let's go ahead and talk about Passion. Passion is also beautiful. Look at this. So this is what you're going to get for Passion on a level 5, on a level 6, 7, 8, 9. All in one step. So you're going to get a lift and deposit all in one step. And then, how amazing is this? This is Pearl. This, she a beauty. So this is what you're going to get on level 5 and level 9. So everything in the middle. And the most amazing thing is they're all intermixable. So if you want to create a custom shade, you can go ahead and do that. And I'm going to show you and grab that swatch book. All right, you guys, let me show you the custom shades that you can mix. So these are all intermixable. So say for example, you want to mix Rose and Pearl. You get this really cool, a cooler pink iridescent. So it's so beautiful. And if you want to mix Passion and Rose, this is what you're going to get. If you want to mix Passion and Pearl, you get this. And if you want to mix Passion and Rose, this is what you're going to get. So this is amazing because it really shows you what you're going to get depending on what canvas you put it on. And all the guesswork is taken out of this. Isn't that amazing, you guys? So I'm really, really happy. And I've been using this a lot in my arsenal, and it's just so easy because if I want to go ahead and just root my client, I have a lot of clients that come in with gray hair, you know, they have dark hair, they want to lighten your hair. And this is what's amazing about this is I can all do this in one step. So what I usually do in the salon is I go ahead and root them. And then while their roots are processing, I'm going to go ahead and mix my high lift liquid toner and apply it and let it cook all together and wash everything together. And it's amazing. And you can use so many different techniques. I'm going to be teaching you guys a little bit of Tease technique and a little bit of balayage, but you can use Tease technique, you can go ahead and use baby lights, you can use a bunch of different techniques. So that's what's so amazing about this. It's just an added tool to our arsenal, and if your client fits into this category, then definitely go ahead and use that. And it's, remember, it's to be applied on level 5 and above. It's not to say that you can't use it on darker level hair, just know your canvas, and if you're applying it on hair that is darker, you're gonna get more warm tones, and it lifts up to 6 levels. That's what's amazing. So I am going to show you guys the couple different mixing ratios that you can use to achieve different looks. So, and I'm actually gonna mix so you guys can see what they look like. All right. So if you guys go to Mydentity's Instagram page, you can see all the different things that he's posted and all the different results that you're going to get. But this is amazing, and I want you guys to maybe screenshot this, or you can also go ahead on my page or on his page and you can screenshot it, and it shows you the different mixing ratios. So there's 3 different mixing ratios. Sorry, the cracked phone, but I'm sure everybody's phone is pretty cracked. So these are the 3 different mixing ratios, and we're gonna talk about the first mixing ratio, which is called original standard lift. So the original standard lift is, you're gonna put in, first thing first, you're gonna put in your 40 grams of your desired developer. So you can use 10 volume, 20 volume, 30 volume. It is up to you, whatever you wanna use. Depending on how much lift you want, that's the developer that you're going to use. Then you're gonna add in 10 grams of Magnum 8, which is your lightener. So you're gonna add 10 grams of Magnum 8. I know it sounds confusing, but it's not. I promise you guys, it's not. Then you're gonna add 14 grams of your desired liquid toner. So for example, if you wanna do pearl, you're gonna add 14 grams of your pearl. If you wanna do rose, or if you wanna do passion. So once you add 14 grams of that, you're gonna do 14 grams of the oil high lift. I'm gonna show you guys that. I should bring that over. You're gonna do 14 grams of the oil lift booster. This is the high lift. This is what's going to lift through the hair. So you're gonna add 14 grams of this. That is for your original standard lift. Now, if you want extra lift with soft tone, you're going to mix 40 grams of your developer. You're going to mix 20 grams of your Magnum 8, and you're gonna mix only 5 grams of the liquid toner and only 5 grams of the oil booster, okay? Now, my personal favorite that I love to use is because I get a lot of girls that have dark hair. I have a lot of Middle Eastern girls, I have a lot of Latin girls, I have a lot of girls that have dark hair. But I use the Extra Lift Max Tone. And I love this because it just gives me that extra amount of lift, because I do, like I said, have girls that have dark hair. I have girls that have hair like me, and we all want to get lighter and lighter and lighter. Listen, we're all blondeaholic a little bit. So what we're gonna use here is you're gonna use the 40 grams of your desired developer. You're gonna use 20 grams of your Magnum 8 lightener, and you're gonna use 14 grams of your liquid toner, and you're also going to use 14 grams of your oil booster. So those are the 3 different mixing ratios. And like I said, today I'm going to be showcasing the max lift. So because I want maximum amount of lift, because my model here, as you can see, does have darker hair. She's at a level 5. So, and she's colored hair. And then what, like, did I tell you guys this? Did I tell you guys? It is lifts through colored hair. That is the beauty of this. It lifts through colored hair. I can't even say that enough, because Everybody that walks in through my door has colored hair. I mean, unless they have virgin hair, and we call them a unicorn because it's so rare and far in between to find those type of models or those type of clients. Most of the time, everybody has colored hair, either for gray coverage, for whatever reason, they all have colored hair. And this is what I love about this because it's made my life so easy in the salon to lift through colored hair while I have color on their hair. So we've already gone ahead and based her. Her natural level, honestly, is at a level 3, 4. So I went ahead and I based her, and we got this beautiful tone out of her, as you guys can see. So she's great. She's this beautiful chocolate brown right now. And now we're gonna go ahead and break this up by adding some, you got it, high lift. So I'm gonna walk you guys over. You're gonna walk over to me at the mixing station so you guys can see exactly how I mix this. All right, I'm gonna take my products with me. So come join me while I mix. All right, guys. And then I actually went ahead and did a couple different, what did I do? I did a couple different techniques for you guys. So I actually have 2 mannequin heads that are gonna showcase, sorry, a little. So I'm gonna showcase the different type of lifts and the different, I did one with Rose, I did one with Passion, and we're gonna be using Pearl on my model Nadia today. So I'm gonna show you guys exactly how I'm gonna mix this. And I'm gonna mix all of it for you because it's really interesting to see it in the bowl and see the colors and for you not to be afraid of it, okay? So, let's see. Mixing is really, really important. Let me lower her a little bit. Sorry, you guys, you know, our life of Zoom, and I wish I can do this live for you guys, but we're Zooming it right now, or pre-recorded, I should say. Okay, so I have all my products here. I have the scale, and measuring is so important, you guys. Always use the scale. Always measure. Please measure, because that's the only way that you're gonna get consistent results. I'm big on measuring, Guy is big on measuring, and I think it's really, really important because, like I said, that is the only way you're gonna get consistent results. So let's start mixing. So what I like to do is I like to add my powder lightener first. So I'm using Magnum 8, and we're gonna use the maximum lift. That's what I'm gonna use. So you're gonna go ahead and put 20 grams. And shake this out. 20 grams of Magnum 8, which is our powder lightener. I'm gonna go ahead and do 14 grams of the Pearl liquid toner. So I'm gonna clear that out, and then I'm gonna do 14 grams of the Pearl liquid toner. Awesome. So I did that. Now we're gonna go ahead and add 14 grams of the oil booster. And this is what's gonna boost it. So this is what's gonna give you that high lift. So we're gonna do 14 grams of this. Awesome. And now we're gonna go ahead and choose what level developer we wanna use. Because I wanna get Nadia as light as possible, all in one step, I'm gonna go ahead and use 30 volume. So we're gonna go ahead and use 30 volume, and you're gonna use 40 grams of 30 volume. Okay, 40 grams of our 30 volume. I'm gonna also add in the My Hero Collagen Powder. This is your protective shield. I actually add this to everything. I'm gonna add this, I add it to my root color, I add it to my toners, I add it to everything because this is what's gonna create a shield that's gonna protect the hair. And so it comes with a little scooper. So I'm just gonna add a little scoop of this in there. And I'm gonna show you guys, that's kind of what it looks like, everything in there. We're gonna go ahead and mix this. And you can see, do not be afraid of this. This is pretty violet. And obviously because it's Pearl and we want it to fight as much warmth as we can. So that's why this is this is violet. So you can see me mixing this, and this is what it looks like. It is a liquid high lift, so this is really liquidy, but a little goes a long way. I mean, I can pretty much do about half the head in just one, in that little formula right there. So I'm telling you, this has been a game changer for me to use this, because everybody comes in with colored hair, and this is what I use. Okay, so you can see this is the violet, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna mix the rose for you guys, so you can see how vibrant the rose is, because I don't want you guys to be afraid of it. Trust the process. It looks really vibrant, but it's so pretty. It's so pretty. So we're gonna go ahead and grab my second bowl here, and I'm gonna do a different mixing ratio. So let's go ahead and do a soft mixing ratio. That is the standard lift that we're going to do. So I'm gonna do only 10 grams of my powder lightener, which is our Magnum 8. So we're gonna do 10 grams of that. I'm still gonna do 14 grams of the rose. I'm gonna clear that out. Okay, let's do 14 grams. Ooh, I can't wait to mix this and show you guys how pretty this is. It's so funny, whenever I start doing this on a client, their eyes get really big because they get so scared because it's so vibrant. But I tell them, listen, trust the process. It's not gonna be that bright. It's gonna be so beautiful. We're gonna do 14 grams of the oil booster. Okay. And then again, we're gonna pick what level we wanna use, our desired level. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually gonna do 20 volume for this particular. And you're gonna do 40 grams of your desired developer. So let me clear that out. I clear everything out because I just keeps everything organized in my brain. So who needs to do math? All right, you guys. So we did 40 grams of 20 volume. And I'm gonna show you guys how pretty that is so you guys can see. Look at that. Look, she bright, huh? Okay. Look how gorgeous that is. So like I said, look at that. Look how bright that is. So this is the rose, you guys. This is our rose. How beautiful is that? So that's the rose. This is the pearl. We have one more, which is passion, but I'm actually gonna go ahead and get started because I have an hour and I wanna showcase a lot of things for you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and get her started. I just wanted to show you guys how different it looks and how awesome it is. And don't be scared of it, it's pretty amazing. So let's go ahead back to my model so I can start highlighting her with you guys. All right. Okay, let me get situated for you guys. Let's see. Super excited. Let's go ahead. So what we're gonna do today is, I'm gonna do this half of the head. So she's got, let's give you a brief history. Brief history is, we did highlights about, I'd say about a year and a half ago, and I haven't seen her since. So she's had giant roots, and all we've been doing is just basing her because we haven't had time, or she hasn't had time to come in for a full highlight. So, and I know you guys have those clients where, you know, you're just basing them. And so, as you can see, pretty grown out. Like she's got, you know, just a little bit of highlights on her ends. You know, she hasn't really been taking care of her hair, so she's got a lot of breakage. She's got a lot going on. I've found through using the High Lift liquid toners, they're so gentle. They're so gentle, and I really love the way they make the hair feel. So for somebody who's her, where she does have a lot of dark roots, I don't want to go in and bleach the hell out of her. I'd rather use a High Lift liquid toner to save me time and just give her that little bit of a shift. So we want to break up this dark color. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. I'm gonna start with the front, and I'm gonna kind of pop the front. I want to see some really subtle pieces going through here and some pieces going through here. So I'm going to showcase how I'm going to do that. So I'm actually going to kind of start with the front piece first. Money piece, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. You call it whatever you want to call it, but I'm going to give her a pop in the front, okay? Let me see if I can lift this up a little bit, guys, so you guys can really see. Okay, I think we're good. We can lift her up a little bit more. No, I think that's good. We can lift her up. I've rearranged everything so everything is not where I need it to be, but that's okay. We got this. All right, so I'm going to tease her. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a tease technique. Tease technique is one of my favorite techniques. I use it all the time just because I feel like I love the look that it gives me. It's a pushback, and I feel like I can get maximum amount of hair and not have such a solid line that I have to go back in and shadow root and all that stuff. So I'm going to start with some really thin pieces in the front because I want to get the maximum amount of lift. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to push this back. I like to give a little push back, and what I do like doing is those little baby hairs kind of get on my nerves. So I kind of like giving it a little clip. I want to get it out of the way. I love a board. I'm a board girl. I love using the board. It just makes it easy, makes it super duper, everything's nice and neat. So I usually lay everything on the board. So you can see my section is really thin. And I'm just gonna go ahead with my liquid toner. And a little does go a long way, and you can see that I'm just gonna feather it up here, but I'm gonna stop right there. So treat this as you would a lightener. You don't want to overlap too much. If the hair is already really compromised and it's been lightened, you don't want to, run this. Oh, I just slid that down, but she's okay. She's okay. We can put it back up. So treat this like you would a lightener. Don't overlap, pay attention, be cautious of the hair, so all of that stuff. So I'm going to leave her ends out, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a little fold. Giving her a little fold. I like to sometimes, depending, either fold one side, both sides, fold it up. I like to fold it like this because it's just easy for me to slide it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do about 3 to 4 pieces right in the front over here. Because I'm taking such thin pieces, that's why I think I might do four foils. But I'm going to start off with 3 because I really want to just kind of pop out that hairline. And then you can determine how many you need in the front. You can see how grown out this is, right? So we're going to go ahead and I like to push it up. All right, so get that out of the way. I'm going to grab my board again here. And I'm going to anchor that up there. Like I said, I love to take the clip and move all those little baby hairs out of the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and feather it up. Is that so cool? Look at how violet it is. And you know what's so beautiful about this is when you wash this out and you see that light come through, it's kind of really cool. It's so amazing. So like I said, I'm going to pop her ends out, and I'm going to go ahead and close this, and I'm going to anchor this. So I'm going to do, we're going to do one more, and I might do a total of 4 because I'm taking such thin sections. If I were to take thicker sections, I probably would have done 3 just in the front, but I'm actually going to do 4 because I kind of want that lightness to go higher up into the hairline, or be able to kind of really see that when she's able to push her hair back. I want to see all this lightness in the front. So we're going to go ahead and again, I usually like to start pushing back from here. The reason why is because all those little baby hairs, it just pushes all the short hairs back up and you get the long hair, and that's what you want to lighten. So I'm going to do that again. Go ahead and use the board. Honestly, the board for me is a game changer. I love the board. It just makes everything easy. I can rest it on my, little tummy over here. And rested and you can see. So if I get these little itty bitty hairs that I don't like, I just clip them out of the way. So that just gives me a really clean canvas. And it's just easy to apply. I can see where I need to, how further down I need to go. So you can see where she starts to get a little bit light. I really don't want to overlap. I just want to stop it right there. So, as you can see, really easy to apply. A little bit goes a long way, you guys. And if I'm not talking, I can usually do this boom, boom, boom. So if your clients come in and they have gray and you're doing their hairline, and then they're like, oh, I've noticed I'm a little bit dark. Oh my God, you guys, run to this. You can mix this, let it cook all together, and wash it out, and you're done. You're done in one step. I mean, literally, that's been so amazing for me because usually when they come in, they have roots, then you have to go back in and tone it a little bit or create a little shadow root to make everything blend in, but this is done in one step. So it's really been a game changer, like I said. I'm probably repeating myself a bit too much, but I'm just obsessed with it because anything to make our lives easier in the salon, I love. Love, love, love. All right, this is, so you can see there is already, I already have 3 pieces. I'm gonna do one more because I do want to see it go a little bit higher up. So, like I said, I'm gonna push it back because I want to get rid of all those little baby hairs. I think the thing that I found the easiest is if I go ahead and, push my foil back into it, it allows me to see all those little hairs that I kind of want to push back. And that's when I kind of take my comb and move it out of the way. I clip it back and then it creates this clean canvas for me. And it allows me to feather the hair. I don't have to worry about those tease pieces. So I hope that you guys can see this. I think I have this angled pretty good. There we go. Okay. It's a little bit better. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to take it a little further down and she beauty. Now, once the hair starts to get a little bit longer, I do like to overlap the foil. And what I do is I just close one side so it doesn't allow for the hair to slip or slip down, slip a little bit, and then you're not dealing with, hair that bleeds a little. I'm going to lower for you guys if you don't mind because I'm actually working my way a little bit up to the top. But before I do the top, I'm going to now do the side pieces right over here. So I'm going to go do the same thing because I want to pop right in here. Let me move. The beauty of this is I'm going to move all of these out of the way. We're going to clip it out of the way. And now I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to do this. I kind of want lightness in the front. That's where we're focusing. That's where the eye goes. That's what I want for this particular technique today. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing, is do my tease technique and pop the front. So I'm going to go ahead and push all those baby hairs out of the way. And use my board. And so you see here how it gets you can see all that tease hair, all that tease technique has already made its way down. That's when I grab my comb. I push it up. And that's when I clip the hair back. Ooh, this clip is she's a little special there. So I'm gonna clip the hair back. So you see what that did? That just pushed everything out of the way and cleaned everything up for me. So that's the little technique that I like to use in my studio on my clients. And then look at where she's lightened, and there we go. You can fold it, you can do whatever you want. I choose to overlay it. So let's go ahead and now. And I'm probably gonna do 4 sections. Let's see. And everybody's hairline is very, very different. So you guys can do whatever you want, depending on how thick or how not thick your client's hairline is. So we're gonna go ahead and push her back, like I said. And so right around the hairline, I'm doing tease technique. What I'm gonna do as I work my way up into her hair is I'm gonna also do baby lights, because I want a little bit of baby light and I want a little bit of tease technique in her hair. Just because I feel like she's got a really, really big grow out. And so I want to do 2 different techniques so that the baby lights are giving her lighter pieces up on top, and the tease technique is giving maximum lift internal of the hair. Or maximum lightness, I should say. So you can see. Gonna move the clip. I'm such a clipper where I love to clip things on my sleeves, and then I destroy all my clothes, and you know, then I'm wondering why everything that I own has bleach marks on the sleeves. I wonder why, Amania. I wonder why. So, but you know what? It's a habit that I'm not willing to get rid of because I like it. So we're gonna give this a push back, you guys. I like to, for me, determining how many pushbacks I do depends on how thin of a piece I want to see. For this look, I want it to be super, super natural. I don't want to see chunky pieces or anything like that. I want it to just look like the sun kind of really just lightened her hair, and she has this beautiful lightness to her hair. I don't want to see dramatic pieces. So that's the look that we're going for today. And this is why I'm doing such kind of thin pieces. And also to let the product lift as light as possible. You know, if I have too much hair on here, it's not gonna lift. I wanna do thin pieces so I can allow maximum level of lift. So you can see, like I said, I'm just gonna feather it, but I'm leaving those ends out because these ends are already lightened. I don't wanna lighten them. Now, if they were a level 7, then I would brush them through, but they're pretty much as light as they can be. And like I told you, her hair is a little compromised, so I don't want to compromise those ends anymore. I want to let them be. Okay. So we went ahead and did 3 on the side and 4 up on top. And I think 3 is really good here. So what I want to do is I'm going to actually continue, to work my way going this way. So as you guys can see, I'm just going to work my way there. And in between here, I'm going to do some baby lights, some tease technique. So right now, let's see, I'm going to take this section down, and I want to see what it looks like, and then we're going to determine together what we want to do. All right, let's see. I think I want a little bit of lightness coming straight forward from here. So I am going to do a tease technique, but then I'm going to baby light it. Right? That makes sense, right, you guys? So we're going to push this back. And then I'm just going to, if it's thin and I find that it's perfect, then we're going to just keep it. But if I find that it's too thick and too solid, I might go ahead and baby light it. So we're going to still go ahead and tease technique this because I do want that front to still be popping, guys. Oh no, I dropped my clip. Too many clips over here, you guys. Hold on real quick. All right. Grab another clip. Okay. Let's go ahead and clip these little baby girls out of the way. We're going to go ahead and do this. So. Let me lower it so you guys can, there we go. So you guys can see how easy this is to apply. And you can spread it out a little bit to make sure that you guys are getting it saturated pretty well. But it's honestly, because it's liquid, it just goes on, it glides on beautifully. You don't have to work the product in too much. So. All right, and like I said, I'm just gonna keep working my way back, and then when I get to the front, I'm gonna be doing the same thing. It's just keep working my way back. And you can determine how thick your sections need to be. If you want more lightness, then obviously thinner sections. If you want less lightness, then thicker sections, so that you can leave that dark in there. But what I'm going to do is you can still see through the hair. So my sections are not too big, because I want to see that lightness in her hair. That subtle lightness, but nonetheless, I do want to see that lightness. So I'm pushing it back. I'm gonna go ahead and place my foil. Trying to get the perfect angle for you guys. There we go. Okay, so you can see here. Now as we start to get to the bottom, she's got a little bit of blonde and a little bit of, so I'm gonna pull that out, and I'm just going to do these ends. Wrap it up a little bit, and you can see, leave some of those ends out. So this one was light, I went ahead and popped that one out. Some of these ends are too light, and I'm just gonna kick them off to the side over here. We're gonna place this product up on top, close, and keep working. So easy. So if she had her root color on, I would still do this while her roots are processing and let it all cook together. Such a time saver, you guys. Such a time saver in the salon. So I'm gonna go a little bit faster just so I can showcase, so I can finish her for you guys and show the results, and then show you guys my other two models that I went ahead and did using the Passion and the Rose for you guys, so you can see the results that you're going to get. Okay. You guys see my angles? Okay, that's better. Push that hair out of the way. Let me go ahead and feather that in, work my way up a little bit. You can see, I like to pinch the hair. I'm also holding the board and pinching the hair at the same time. I like when everything lays super duper flat. Like, I don't like roping, I don't like any of that. I just feel like for consistent results or even lift, I like when the hair lays flat. So I'm removing that piece because it's a bit too light. And I'm working this up so you can see that I'm just like feathering it up. Swipe, 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 and stopping there so you can kind of see. Look how cool that looks. All right, we're gonna go ahead. We're almost done with this side, and you can see how fast that goes. We're gonna work on, let me shift this up a little bit. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna do probably one more section, and then I'm gonna actually work my way and do the top. Okay, there we go. We're gonna give this hair a nice push back. And you see how thin my sections are? You guys can see how thin my section is. So this is gonna give such a beautiful flow to her hair. This you process for 45 minutes. That's what's amazing about this. It's 45 minutes and it's done. You're gonna get lift and deposit all in 45 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead again and work that in. Feather this up, and let's see. So I'm gonna kind of open my section, take out some of the blonde pieces that are too blonde, and work my way down a little bit. beautiful. Pop my foil up on top, anchor it, and you can see. So pretty much done with the whole side section. Now I'm gonna go back to the top. So you can see here how beautiful that is. Now we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put this back down, and now I'm gonna go ahead and work my way up this way too. So let me lower her a little bit so you guys are able to see. So I'm gonna lower this, and I'm gonna work my way up. So now that I did the 4 pieces that are pretty much the pop in the front, I'm gonna go ahead and take my section, bring it down, and I'm just gonna work my lightness up there. Ooh, I'm 40 minutes already into this. All right, so I'm gonna work a little bit fast, you guys, because I wanna show you guys, like I said, I have some models for you guys. I'm gonna show you the technique that I used on that. So I'm gonna get to all of this. Time flies when you're having fun. All right, so we're gonna go ahead. So I'm probably gonna end up doing Tease technique for everything. I'm taking such thin sections, so this is gonna merge beautifully. Move those pieces out of the way, clip it, and let's go. Let's get this on. Spread it a little bit. All right. So you can see, I'm just gonna go a little bit down because she does have some, a little bit of those dark pieces kind of showing through, and leave those ends out. Okay. And I'm just gonna be working my way back, you guys. There I go, clipping things, but you know, it just works faster for me. All right. Move that out of the way. Pick my section. Push. All right, push those baby hairs back. And okay, push them out of the way, and you can see okay, you can see the technique right here. Gets lightness. All right, you guys, we're gonna keep going and going. Ooh. Slide this back up. And I'm just gonna keep going until I get further down where the head starts to curve, and that's where I'm gonna stop. You can always add more in the back if you want. If you want to add some more pieces in the back, go ahead and do that. But I just kind of want this halo of lightness on the top of her hair. You can do a tease. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit of a tease technique in the back as well to show you guys kind of like this, the V, the way I'm going to paint it in a nice V. So we're going to do that. Okay. Let's go. Okay. And sometimes if I don't feel like the hair is coming back down, I really don't clip it. It's only when the hair is starting to open back up after I tease it and get in the way of my highlight is when I like to clip it and move it out of the way. So let's go ahead and scoop this up. Move her out of the way. I don't usually like to loop it, but the hair is fine enough for me to know that if I loop it, it's going to be okay. The product is still gonna, you know, saturate to really lay it flat and not really rope it. Let me slide her back up. Okay. All right, you guys, let's do this. Okay. Tease, tease, tease. I want to show you guys that I'm almost pretty much done a lot of, like, I'd say half of her head. And I'm going to show you how much product I still have left. So when I say a little goes a long way, I do mean a little does go a long way. That's what I love about this. Is a little goes a long way, and less product means less expense for us. So it's amazing. Okay, so let's go ahead and close that. Keep working our way up. Oh, that section was a little too thick. Okay. Cut down a little bit. My model, thank you very much. Okay. Yeah, I want to take a little bit of a thicker section. Okay, we're gonna push all those pieces back. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and, as you can see when I don't push the hair back, it kind of, when I don't clip it, it kind of gets in the way, and I'm like, I feel like it gets a little messy, so I like to, that's the reason why I like to clip it back, is to get everything out of the way. Okay. You can see how I'm not overlapping that blonde piece right there. I'm letting that be. Okay. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. Seems like a lot of foils, but remember there's thin pieces in here. So I'm gonna show you. There we go. See how thin that section is? And I love to intermix this. The next time that I do her hair, I'm probably gonna do a little bit of rose and pearl, so I can get that iridescent-y kind of pink that I want in her hair. I'm gonna showcase that the next time. So it's so cool because it's customizable, it's intermixable, depending on what your client's looking for. Or if they just wanna brighten their ends and you don't need to do multiple steps of like toning and shadow root, this is your go-to product. All right, so this is the last piece that I'm gonna do in the back of her head, and then I'm gonna spin her around and I'm gonna show you guys the back, how I'm gonna do the back, and I'm gonna do like a deep V kind of technique. You can see her hair is, I mean, pretty grown out. There's a lot of dark in there. Okay. Okay. Side to side, make sure I have everything really well saturated in there. So you can see pretty much we've done a lot of her hair. I'm gonna do one more in the back here to show you guys. So at this point, I'm gonna take a look and I'm noticing, okay, there's still a lot. I wanna break up a little bit more of the back of her hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna slice it slightly diagonal, and I'm gonna take a look, and I'm not gonna do these. These pieces already look, let me lower her so you guys can see, or actually raise her so you guys can see. I moved everything around, so nothing's where it's supposed to be, like I've mentioned before. Okay, so you guys can see. She's got a little bit of these really light ends. I'm gonna let that be. Her hair is thinning out down here. I don't wanna compromise her hair, so we're not gonna highlight those. but this piece is a little bit longer and more substantial. So we're gonna break that up and add a little bit of a highlight there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a big tease technique here. And I'll show you guys. So we wanna push this back. All right, here we go. And then I'm gonna paint this, like I said, into a V. Okay. Gonna grab that. We're gonna paint this side a little bit heavy in the middle and work my way up. So it's gonna be a little bit of a V, as you can see. Da, da. And then I'm not gonna get some of those blonde pieces, but she does have a little bit of like these dark pieces. So we're gonna go ahead and separate that a little bit. Just paint right in there. The good thing is I don't really have to push this product too far in. I mean, it just glides on. Okay, so there you guys go. This is going to be the technique. So right now, due to time, I don't have enough time to finish here, but you guys get the idea. I'm just gonna keep working my way up. There's really not a lot left, so if I wanted to, I can really jam through this. But I wanna talk about some other looks that I created for you guys. Okay, so now that we're done, we're gonna let this cook for 45 minutes. 45 minutes, wash, done. You want a shadow root, depending on what technique you use. If you need to do that, you can go ahead and do that. On her, I don't really need to, but I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, you guys wanna see the results? So after 45 minutes, you're going to wash this, and this is what it's going to look like. So let me shift this a little bit so you can see how pretty her hair is. Do you see all that pretty lightness? And this is with Pearl and 30 volume. This was all in one step. Do you see how beautifully seamless this is? Look at that look that I get, you guys. Look at that. I want you guys to see this. This is what I got in 45 minutes. This is the technique that I just used and showcased for you guys. Look how stunning that is. I mean, isn't that so pretty? So this is the look that you guys get. I hope that you guys are gonna go ahead and use this technique in your studio. And you guys can always DM me, let me know that you use this technique and what you thought of this particular product. But I am obsessed with this. It's made my life so easy to do in the salon, and this is everything. So I hope you guys use this. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys, I'm gonna leave her like that so you can drool on how pretty that is. I'm gonna show you the rose because I'm really excited about that. Okay, look at how pretty this is. So this is the rose model that I did. Isn't that so pretty? This is all in one step. Lift and deposit. Look at how pretty that is, you guys. This is my rose. That's all I did. 45 minutes. Using the high lift liquid toner. Okay, so you see how awesome that is? Isn't that pretty? I know. Drool worthy. There's no deposit. This is all in one step. I can't stop to tell you how pretty that is. So you can see Pearl, Rose. I'm gonna show you the Passion now too. And here is the Passion. So this is the Passion. So remember, you guys, it all depends on what your canvas is and what level you're putting it on. It depends on what kind of lift that you can. You can see she's a little bit warmer than Nadia over here because I used the Pearl on Nadia. I used Passion on the mannequin head, and she lifted a little bit warmer because it's Passion. Now you can cocktail this. Like say I was like, I like the warmth, but I want to cool it down a little bit. Then you can cocktail and use Pearl and Passion. And you know, if you're going to do 14 grams, then I like to split it in half and do 7 grams of Pearl and 7 grams of Passion. So this is Passion, And let me go ahead and bring the rose back over here. Sorry, my love. So here are our models. Kind of creepy. There's like 4 heads in here, but you know, the things we do to showcase. So Pearl, Passion, and Rose. And they're all intermixable. So you can mix all of these however you want and customize a look using these techniques. And all of these, I did use a tease technique, kind of what I showcased to you guys right here. I did a pop in the front, pop in the sides, and depending on how much I wanted to show throughout the hair, I decreased it as I worked my way up with, you know, my sections and how thick of a piece I put in there. Aren't these so pretty, you guys? Okay, let me put them back. So, all right, you guys, I think we're getting into the end of it. I still have a lot of colors still left, as you can see. A little does go a long way, so I can do a lot with this. And I hope that you guys enjoyed spending the day with me. And this is something that I do in the salon all the time. I love new techniques. I love new products that come out. And honestly, this is pretty amazing because it's a game changer. Not only does it lift through colored hair, levels 5 and above, but it also is a lift and deposit at the same time. And I find that it's so much more gentler on the hair than just using bleach alone. Lifting, depositing, doing a shadow root, a toner. This was all in one step. I did not use a toner on her. All in one step. So that is the beauty of this. And I hope you guys enjoyed my class today. And if you have any questions, like I told you, my name is Amania Shawn. Go ahead and DM me on my Instagram and I will be happy to answer any of your questions. Thank you so much. Please, I guess, do thumbs up. I'm kind of new to this. So go ahead and, not new to this, but yeah, go ahead and thumbs up. Leave a comment. I will try to get back to you as best as I can. And I hope you enjoyed this class and take my technique and use it in the salon, all right? Thank you guys so much and have a great day. Bye.